everyone, today we're talking about second grade music lessons. So if you are interested in lessons for second grades, both hybrid and online, then you are in the right place. So let's get started. All right, so this is the first second grade lesson where I am hybrid for half of the week and distance learning for half the week. So if you are new around here, hi, my name's Becca. I share all of my music lessons here on the internet. So if you need lots of lessons, click the link down below to subscribe. But in that, I see my students for a week at a time. So I see, like, this week I have one group of students, next week I'll have a different group, and it rotates on a weekly basis. Super weird, but that's how it is. But it works really well now because I am currently hybrid for half the week and online half the week. So Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday, we're hybrid. And then on Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesday, we are completely distance learning. All the kids are at home. Super funky, but that means that I get to help both people who are hybrid and people who are distance learning, which is nice. So my second graders are working on a lot this month. This is probably the last thing we're going to be able to learn this year, which is so sad when you start looking and be like, oh my gosh, we can't learn any more concepts this year. But that's okay because they need a lot of practice online. It's been a struggle bus, mostly because we've been online for almost the whole year. So there's a lot of kids I haven't seen since like last year, and it's March. So anyway, on Monday, my kiddos come in and we're listening to the song Shout. And this is like the easiest movement activity in the world. I start by saying, okay, follow me. And if you hear the word shout, put your hands up in the air. And so every time they say like, shout, you make me want to shout, we put our hands up in the air. And then the rest of the time I just have them follow me and we'll do like the steady beat in different places, or we might like snap, move back and forth, or different things like that. And really the point is I want you to get engaged with music quickly and I want you to get your wiggles out. And so those are the two main points of that. After that, we are working on the song Bluebird. So we learned this one last time and working and reviewed half note with it. This time we're just using it kind of as a warm up and working on just kind of as a warm up. So for this one, I have them walk in. Since we are 6 feet apart, we can't do the typical thing I do with Bluebird. So instead we're walking in a circle, and then when we get to hey diddle diddle dim dum day, we play the rhythm by stomping our feet. So we just go, here comes a bluebird through my window, hey diddle diddle dim dum day. Go the other way. Take a little partner, hop in the garden, hey diddle diddle dim dum day. And anytime you let the kids stomp, they are happy campers. So they really enjoyed that. After that, I have my Bluebird friend, because I have like a little finger puppet Bluebird, tell me some patterns that they should echo. So I have him whisper into my ear, and then I'll sing, okay, so la, so mi, and then they'll echo. And we do that a couple of times to kind of get it back in their heads because it's been a while since I've seen them. And then with that, we remember la and how la is up here, and so and me, and all those different things. I use those before we use the hand signs, by the way, because I find this is easier for first and second graders than this. So we do that. And then I teach them the solfege to go with the song We Are Dancing. So this song goes, we are dancing in the forest and the wolf is far away. Who knows what will happen to us if he finds us at our play? And then we do a game. So I love to have a game on the first day of the week just to kind of like break us in and have a lot of fun and be like, oh yeah, I do like music. It's a lot of fun. So our game for this one is I think it's supposed to be a chase game, but since we are 6 feet apart, we're doing kind of like freeze dance. So while we're singing, you get to dance however you want. At the end, you freeze, and if you move, then the wolf eats you and you're dead. Except not really, you're just out. And I usually only make them sit out for one round. Now, little tip, because the kids are 6 feet apart and singing, especially if you're somewhere where you're not allowed to sing, it's kind of weird, and like they're just so spread out. Singing the same song over and over and over is a struggle, and I can't, and the kids are singing, but like it's just, you know, it's just not the same when there's like 5 of them. So I have been recording some of my songs, not all of them, but some. Like I didn't record Bluebird, but I did for this one. And so I record the song and then I play it on like a little Bluetooth speaker I got off of Amazon, because I am on a cart going into the classes, and it is the best speaker. I will link it down below. It was like 30 bucks. Best 30 bucks I ever spent. because it saved my life. And so I just record it on a voice note and I just play it. And so that way I don't have to sing it 27,000 times. If the kids aren't comfortable singing, or, you know, they're just too far away and it's just weird, they don't have to. Or, you know, as soon as you start playing a game or doing something else, then they like kind of drop off with singing. It just helps. And then it really helps to save my voice as well. So we are doing all of that. And before we do that, sorry, we're also learning the words to Juguemos en el Bosque, which is a Mexican folk song. It is pretty much the same thing, but the words are Juguemos en el Bosque mientras el lobo está. And then it just says that twice. And we'll use this tomorrow, so that's why I just want to throw that in there. We're just learning the words. I always separate the words and the melody anytime that we have a song in a different language. Little tip. Anyway, on Tuesday, the kids come in and we're doing a really simple warm-up where I have a drum and I play forte and piano. If I play forte, then they stomp. If I play piano, then they tiptoe. Super fun, really easy, and really great to remember forte and piano because they haven't used, because if I haven't seen them in a year, they haven't used it in a year, so it just helps. After that, we review the wolf song first, and then we learn Juguemos en el Bosque. So this one goes, Juguemos en el bosque que mientras lobo está. Juguemos en el bosque que mientras lobo está. And this game is really cute. What you do is then you say lobo está, which means wolf, are you there? And the wolf, in the real game, you come up, the wolf gets to say silly things of why they can't come out into the forest. And then when the wolf says, ya estoy aquí, or I'm here, then they chase all the kids and the kids have to go to the safe spot, which sounds like a lot of fun. We haven't tried it yet because I just found this is here. But our version is we're just coming up with silly things that the wolf can say. So reasons that the wolf can't come out. So the wolf might be like, oh, well, I have to bake a cake for my birthday party. Or, oh, well, I haven't finished my homework. Or just silly things like that. And I just have them raise their hand and come up with different things. Then after that, we are doing a little Nearpod to work on law. And I forgot to mention yesterday, we did some drawing law on a staff on our whiteboards. So today it's not like new, we've never seen it, but we do a Nearpod and I have like a pattern and one of the notes is missing and they have to fill it in and we kind of do it together. And then at the end, they do like a time to climb. So it's a lot of fun, it's a good time, and it helps them work on law. On Wednesday, my kids come in and we are starting with a bear hunt. So I apparently do bear hunt differently than like everybody else in the world, but I do it the way I was taught and I love it. So I have the kids keep the steady beat on their legs and repeat after me. So we go, we're going on a bear hunt. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. We're gonna catch a big one. I'm not scared. What a beautiful day. And then I say, are you ready? And they say, yeah. Then I say, come on. And they say, let's go. And we'll do that a couple of different times. And then we go through all the different things in the bear hunt. So the first one is, we're coming to some grass, some long wavy grass. Can't go over it. We can't go under it. We have to go through it. Swish, 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 swish. And they repeat all these things. And then we go through, so the other ones, it's, well, I could just look it up. So it's a long wavy grass, and then we have like a river, a deep, deep river, and we have a tree, really tall tree. We have a mushroom patch where we go mushrooms, lots and lots of mushrooms. We have a swamp, an ooey gooey swamp, and then we get to the cave, and then in the cave we do, I have them close their eyes and put their hands out like they're blind, and I'm like, all right, don't make any noise because we don't want to make anything up. And I'll be like, okay, all right. I feel like the wall, and then I feel, oh, that's a rock. Walk around the walking stairs. I do that every time these get slurs. Then I'm like, all right, I feel something kind of furry with sharp teeth. Open your eyes, but don't say anything. I think it's a bear. Turn around. And then we go in the reverse order. So we go back through the swamp and through the, you know, in the opposite order that we came. And then they go into the room, they throw themselves on their bed, and they go, whew, I am never, ever going on a bear hunt again. And then we take nice deep breaths, because if you do it right, then they are like worn out. It's hilarious. Anyway, after all of that, I'm like, great. Now we're gonna look at a new style of music called Klezmer music. So Klezmer music is Jewish secular music that started in like Eastern Europe. So kind of So a lot of it is in Yiddish, some of it's in English, but that is our new musical explorer style. If you're new around here, we do a different style of music pretty much every month. We do 3 in the fall, 3 in the spring, and then we usually get to go to a concert. Obviously we don't get to go to a concert this time, but we're still learning the content, and it's just really great because my kids get to learn about so many different kinds of music by the time they get to 3rd grade. So this one is Klezmer, and the first song we're learning for this one is Bluebird. So this song is hilarious. There's actually a video of me teaching Klezmer if you want, that you can show your kids. Like I made it for last year when they were at home, and so I will leave a link to that below. It's on the Savannah Music Festival's YouTube channel. And so Bluebird means potatoes, and this song is about being disappointed about eating the same food every day. So it goes through all the days of the week. So this song goes Zuntik Bulbes, Montik Bulbes, Dienstag on Mittwoch Bulbes, Donnerstag on Freitag Bulbes, Shabbos in a Novena, a Bulbes Kugela, Zuntik Peter Bulbes. If I totally butchered the Yiddish, I apologize. So that means Sunday, potatoes. Monday, potatoes. Tuesday and Wednesday, potatoes. Thursday and Friday, potatoes. And Saturday, for a change, because in Jewish tradition, Shabbos is Saturday. That's like the big day of the week where you rest and you have a big meal and everything. And so Saturday, you're like all excited for new food, and it's potato kugel. And then Monday, you go back to potatoes. So we learned this song. My favorite thing to do is to have them listen, and we walk to the steady beat, and I tell them every time you hear the word potato, so every time you hear the word Bluebird, get a little more sad, and we get really dramatic with it. It's hilarious. So super cute. After that, the kiddos listen to a book. It's called the Kugel Valley Klezmer Band, and it's a really cute book about a little girl who wants to play violin, or the fiddle in the Klezmer Band, and they tell her she can't because she's too young, she's too inexperienced, and all that stuff, and then she ends up like saving the day at the end. And I really like it because it shows the violin, or the fiddle, sorry, the bass, and the clarinet, which are the 3 main instruments in Klezmer music. So it shows that, and then it has a lot of other things, like it talks about Hanukkah. And so I'm like, oh, do you remember how in December we learned a song that went, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, make your dreidel spin, round and round, everyone join in. So we can go back to how we learned about Hanukkah in December, and we can talk about just all those things. It talks about Kugel and just a lot of different things in there that really help us give like context to the music. On Thursday, the kids come in and we are doing the other Klezmer song that we are learning, and this one's called I Had a Little Overcoat, and it has a dance in it. I included this in my 2nd and 3rd grade movement activities. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut to that little clip that I filmed there. So here you go. So typically you would do this in a circle. We actually have been doing this on Zoom, so we just go in a line. And so for this one, you do 2 knee bends. So we go down, up, up. And then we have slow steps, so out, together, and then really quick steps. Normally we'd be going in a circle, but I just have them run in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8, it might be 16, I'm not sure. And then the other way, out, together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna bring our hands up, bring our hands down, and then quick steps. I think that one's 16. So it goes down, up, down, up. I had a little overcoat as old as could be. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. What I'd ever do with it, I just couldn't see. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So I thought a little while, made myself a jacket in the very latest style. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, made a jacket in the very latest style. And then go back down, up, down, up. But you would do in a circle. Again, I'll link a video of like people actually doing this in a circle so you can see how it looks. But my kiddos have been loving this one even on Zoom and just going in a line. We made it a line instead of circle dance. they were. All right, so we are all online on Thursday, by the way. Wednesdays we're sometimes online, sometimes not, so there's that. On Thursdays we're all online, so we start with that, and they just think it's the greatest thing ever. And then I show them a video of Dan so that they can see who Dan is and all that stuff, and then we go back to the Bluebird song. And today we're coming up with our own, so I asked them what kind of food they eat that maybe they like, maybe it's not their favorite, but they eat it like all the time. And if they had to eat it all the time, it would be so annoying. And so like I think we did ramen noodles, and so then on Saturday we had to come up with like a fancy version, so we did like stir fry. And so we did like, we did Sunday noodles, Monday noodles, Wednesday and Thursday noodles, Friday again noodles, and then on Saturday stir fry noodles, back to noodles on Sunday. And it's hilarious. You can do whatever they come up with, but it's just a really fun chance, and anytime they get to talk about food, they're happy campers. All right, on Friday my kids come in and we get started with the song Rattlin' Bog. I love this song. It's one of my absolute favorite, so I'm so pumped to share it with you. This is not a Klezmer song. This is a Irish song. This is an Irish song. I included it in my virtual field trip to Ireland, one of my favorites. And for this one we do action. So I teach them the chorus, which goes, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley-o. Oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley-o. And when they hear that, they can play the beat on their legs, they can stomp it, or they can clap it. Any of those are fine. And then on the verses, it's a cumulative song, so we add more things as we go, and they have to do actions. So at first we have the bog. So at first we have the tree in the bog and the bog down in the valley-o, and then we add more and more and more. So at the end, I'll tell you the last verse so you can see all the things. We usually end with feather. So we do, well, on that bird there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, feather on the bird, and the bird, and the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, tree in the bog, and the bog down in the valley-o. Oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley-o. Oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley-o. And I play this on my ukulele, and it's just such a good time. This is like our St. Patrick's Day tradition because we do it every single year, and usually always second and third grade, sometimes first, sometimes they'll convince me to do it in fourth because they remember, and they just love it. It's so much fun. After that, we usually have something to catch up on that we didn't finish throughout the week, so we'll do whatever we missed, and then we will play the grizzly bear game. So I will leave a link to that video down below, but basically we do it as a freeze dance. So the students dance while we're singing the song, and then at the end of the song they freeze, and if they move they get eaten and they sit down. So grizzly bear, if you don't know, goes, grizzly bear, oh grizzly bear is sleeping in a cave. Grizzly bear, oh grizzly bear is sleeping in a cave. Please be very quiet, very, very quiet. If you wake him, if you shake him, he'll get very mad. So we use that for piano and forte, and it's just a good time. They did it last year, so it's kind of just a review and just kind of a like, let's do something fun. Or we could do the wolf song again, or there's all sorts of things you can do. Just something fun for the end of the week. So that is everything I'm teaching my second graders in the month of March. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because I do these every week so that you can see all the different things. We'll have first grade next week, and then fourth and fifth grade, and then we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.